Hello, one and all, and welcome to episode 6 of the Denim Heads podcast. I am Pasha.
And I'm Dariush.
And
he did it again. Great intro. That sounded very familiar.
Well, I wanted to surprise you. For some of those that are in the know, you know who that is. Great.
Yeah.
That is not a denim person. That is another person who has been a part of our lives for the better part of 4 years, actually, as far as I know. I've been following that. So that is Sam from Seen Through Glass on YouTube. He is a car YouTuber in the UK.
Yes.
Dariush and I are big fans of this guy. If you ever get a chance, he's one of our favorite car YouTubers. He and Hoovies in Kansas City, I believe. Somewhere in Kansas, actually.
Yes, exactly.
In the US. Two of our favorite car YouTubers. And why not? So anyway, Dariush, what do we have on the agenda today?
So today we're going to talk about Dutch Denim Repair once again, because they have something special coming out soon, I hope. Also, a little word about Momotaro, who is celebrating their 15th anniversary.
Okay,
and they have
cool.
a bunch of new stuff coming out. And I have a few, recommendations on my sides. On my side, sorry.
Cool. I mean, for me, I'm hoping, time permitting, we'll talk a little bit about washing my denim. I washed my denim for the second time ever this past week. Things that we've sort of come across, and of course, things that we really tried hard not to buy this past week. Certainly for me.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll definitely touch upon the project. There's been some smaller developments or projects where we're starting to begin narrowing down what we want to do. As always, we're welcoming any feedback, comments, questions, thedenimheads at gmail.com. We're looking for suggestions. Of course, nothing is final. Nothing is set in stone. So whatever you guys are interested in, get our opinion on, let us know. Certainly. So, what's the story with the Dutch Denim Repair?
Okay, so before Dutch Denim Repair, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. First of all, a quick recommendation regarding 2 YouTube channels. So this has nothing to do with denim, but I wanted to give
You're calling a major audible already. Okay.
Exactly. I wanted to do a small shout out to these 2 guys. When we talked about starting this podcast, I knew nothing about recording audio or, which equipment or whatever. So I went online, and I've been lucky because there are thousands of channels out there, but I was lucky enough to discover these 2. So the first one is Ray Ortega. He's doing reviews, tutorials, and many, videos giving tips, how to improve your sound quality and stuff like this. And I actually emailed him when I had sound issues when I was recording. And he was nice enough to, answer. And he explained a bunch of stuff to me, and also asked me to record a bunch of sound tests in different rooms of my apartment.
That's nice of him.
Yeah, very cool. Which I did. And I sent him the audio files. He took the time to listen, and he took the time to give me feedbacks. So I was surprised, because it was very easy to get in touch with him. And of course, I didn't pay anything. He didn't ask for anything. He just gave me very good advice. So yeah, Ray Ortega on YouTube. Very cool guy. And second one, Tom Buck. Tom Buck is
Can you spell that?
Also... Sorry?
Can you spell it?
Yes, Buck.
What was the first one? Tom.
Oh, Tom, sorry.
Yes. Okay, Tom. Okay.
Tombuck.
I wasn't sure. Okay, Tom Buck. Okay.
Digital media teacher. He also does reviews, but he does a lot of explanation videos. He does videos that are very beginner friendly. And honestly, I even wrote that in one of the comments of his videos. I said that, pretty much every question or issues I had, and sometimes still have now, they've been solved or answered by one of his videos, because he addresses some really common issues, and it's super well made, super easy to understand, and super easy to then apply to your own stuff. So yeah, I was really happy with those two, and it's been very, very helpful. So Tom Buck and Ray Ortega.
Actually, STG, you reached out to STG Sam on
Exactly.
Instagram about some of his podcasting equipment. I think he was kind enough to answer. So shout out to Sam, to STG. And you know what? Yes. I'll also say that off air, quote unquote, Dariush and I were talking earlier today, and I think we also just want to say that anybody can do this. You know, we were talking about this a number of times, and you know, many of us, we were about a year ago. If you told me a year ago that you know, in January 2021, I'm recording a podcast about denim, like the cliche goes, I would say you're crazy. Anybody can really do this. I mean, here we are on officially episode 6, but we've recorded a number of episodes off air or that hasn't been published, and anybody could do this. So if you think you're out there and if you're out there and you think you want to record something and you don't think anybody would listen, trust me, people listen.
You'd be surprised.
Are celebrating, quote unquote, again, our 100th download podcast. Somebody, you know, a bigger name in the denim podcast world, Sons of Salvage, sort of reached out and gave us a lot of words of encouragement. So anybody can do it. If you're out there and if there's something that is of interest, and this is all completely irrelevant and outside of denim, but anybody could do this. So don't be the least bit intimidated. All it really costs is maybe a decent mic, a couple $100. And really, in this day and age, in 2021, people are doing a lot of things via Zoom, and you're going to need a decent mic. It's just going to become, I think, one of those essentials.
Yes.
And you just need like a podcast software. You don't have to spend a ton of money. There's tons of stuff that's free. You can get it on GarageBand. If you have a Mac,
you can use GarageBand, and you know, again, go
Adobe
on YouTube.
Audition. We're using Soundtrap on Spotify. Again, this is all just irrelevant, and we just wanted to sort of put that out there in the very beginning of the podcast to say anybody could do this, and we certainly don't. We're by no means experts on anything. We just decided, why the heck not? Just record what we're talking about. You know, we have other interests and you know, but denim was just something that we always talked about. So anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to go off.
No, but that's cool, because as you said, we never thought on the same. You know, a year ago, a few months ago, I never thought I would be, you know, doing this now. So it's you just gotta do it. Don't ask too many questions. Don't ask yourself too many questions. Just go ahead and you know, look for whatever you need and try. That's all.
Absolutely. Anyway, circling back, sir. To Dutch Denim Repair.
Yes, Dutch Denim Repair.
So did you reach out to them? Did you send them anything?
You know what?
What's the context of this?
I was just browsing through IG again, and Dutch Denim Repair, I was following them for a while, and I saw that they were starting to tease something. So first of all, Dutch Denim Repair, denim repair workshop out in the Netherlands, high-end restoration service for your jeans, your denim. They're famous for their repair service, but also, you know, they're able to hem jeans and maintain the original chain-stitched hem. So that's something that's quite interesting for denim heads, you know, that want to keep
I don't know if you know the
original.
answer to this, but do you know what machine they use?
They have the name of the machine is actually on their
Union
website.
Made or something like
exactly, it's Union something.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that seems to be a common name out there.
Yes.
A lot of these stores are promoting the machine that they use.
And not all of them have it. That's one thing. It's, as I believe, it's kind of rare that people have it and know how to use it correctly.
And it's like I would imagine it's like an older machine too, or maybe I'm mixing this up with something else.
No, but you're right. It's not something that's that common, and it's old. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this change stitch technique, you know, it's something that denim heads are quite fond of, and they want to keep it. Even if you have your jeans hemmed, you want to keep the chain stitch. So that's something that they can do for you. They do tapering, you know, everything's possible with them. They can even change the whole cut of the jeans, you know, the way that it will fit on you. So pretty much everything's possible.
Actually, I got another idea for another project. We can buy a fourth pair or whatever, another pair of denim that's completely not fitting right, and send it out to them and see, hey, why not? Let's see. I want it to be like this. Can you make it happen? Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. I actually think that's not a bad idea. In addition to the other, I'm sorry, I keep interrupting, but
no, that's fine. If they do it, I would probably ask for some type of documentation. I want to see the whole process.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm sure they'd be
nice.
Businesses and places like that, they love when people are that passionate about what they do.
Oh yeah.
And so more times than not, a lot of these places are always happy to do things.
True. So what I was getting at basically is that they've been teasing something. Basically, Dutch Denim Repair are developing now their own pair of jeans. So they're doing their own stuff, their own product. I think that's very good news. Why? Because from what I've seen in the teasers and stuff, when you put the bar that high when repairing jeans, restoring, using old techniques, older machines, and respecting the craft. So when you put the bar that high when restoring, of course, you're going to put the bar super high also if you end up doing your own product. So I think that's an interesting potential newcomer on this market. And small thing that I like also, small detail, part of their logo is an indigo chain stitch line. And they've already said that would be also part of the logo for the denim brand that they're creating, which is called Dutch Denim Project. So I haven't seen much of the finished product, because it's not out there yet. But definitely keeping an eye out on these.
DDP. I already know the abbreviation. That's too many syllables.
Yes. Yeah, well, we'll see. But I'm excited about this.
It sounds like it. You seem. I mean, I know a couple places. Blue and Green has their own line. James Dant, if I'm not mistaken, has their own line of clothing. I don't know if they've dabbled into jamesdant.com in Indianapolis, Indiana, in the Midwest of the States. I believe they have their own line of clothing.
I mean, their own line, what we would have to see what it means. Are they doing a collab with another brand?
No, it's their own.
Or are they actually... Oh, it's their own. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, it's their own. As far as I know, it's literally their own.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't think it was denim so much. Maybe it is denim, but I remember seeing T-shirts, certainly, on their website t-shirts last week.
Yeah,
I think so.
Definitely.
But that's pretty cool. And again, if they have an intimate knowledge of, and they have a good relationship, a lot of these places have good relationships with certain denim brands. I mean, there's a bajillion collaborations out there, and so Dutch Denim Repair, they are. I don't want to say anything wrong, but they are collaborating on some sort of level with Benzac. So what's Benzac?
Benzac is also a denim brand.
Is it?
Maybe you haven't heard of it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I'm a new denim head.
Yeah, exactly. We're
that's
newbies.
The point of
we
this
keep repeating
podcast.
Exactly.
Duh.
So
okay.
Benzac Denim Developers, it's called. It's an interesting brand too. I don't have any detail about it. People are probably shouting at their computer while listening to us, but we can talk about this on another episode too.
I mean, it deserves. We put it out there, so we might as well look into it.
They're doing this with synergy with another denim brand. So
nice.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have something for us? You talked about washing your jeans. You want to jump into this?
Yeah, that's a smooth transition. Sure.
That's a very smooth transition.
Well, I mean, whatever. So yeah, I washed my denim. I think last week. I was on like Sunday. I think we recorded one episode and we realized it was trash. So we just said, all right, that there goes
very
that.
Much so.
I'm like, all right, let me wash something at least. And it'd been a number of months. I actually had a couple pairs, and it's anxiety inducing. I mean, I did some research, and how did I end up washing it? I mean, I emailed the place that I purchased the denim from, or they gave me their own the way they do it at their shop. And it's basically you take your denim, turn it inside out, you put it into you need a front loading washer, gentle / delicate / hand wash.
Yes,
hand
with
wash
cold
program.
Water. Yeah.
And you do that, and then you just hang it if you can.
What type of product did you put? Some basic soap?
I went the classic. No, I went Woolite Dark. That's seems
the one
to be across the board.
Yes.
The standard. So I went with that.
Yes.
I mean, there are others. I remember APC had a whole thing with you don't even need to wash them. You put them in your freezer with like a sheet or something like that, a dryer sheet. There's so many things out there, so many ways of doing it. I know you have you showered with your pair of 3x1s or something back in the day.
I did that. Yes.
And you just scrubbed it in the shower?
Exactly.
And then
it was a wash and also a way to a type of shrink to fit technique.
Okay.
So it was both. Interesting experience, but I wouldn't do it again.
How did you dry them? Did you take them off?
I just sat outside.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, it was summer, so it was okay, but it's a little bit embarrassing depending on where you live, or it's okay. It's interesting to try it, but there are much simpler ways of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, but if you wash them in the summertime, I don't see anything particularly wrong. Maybe not go sit in your car because
exactly
the indigo certainly bleeds. I mean, I've done that. I had a white interior, and I didn't really back in the day. This was 2000. 14, 15, I had pairs of rag and bone and stuff, and those things would, and the APCs, they would all bleed, and the white interior turned a certain sort of color and stuff, but I think it's not too unheard of to do in the summertime and such. You could just walk around in them and everything, but yeah, there's that. It's a little nerve-wracking. I mean, you don't want to ruin them. You paid a fair, premium price for this, and but they're meant to be worn. I mean, they're meant to be abused. Exactly. You're just getting them at a fresh start, and you do whatever you want to do. But it can be, I have to say, though, I really wish there was a much more standardization to this process. Like, if I was to buy Momotaro denim or Oni denim, I think one of these guys doesn't even have a website, which is really something. I mean, I wish that there's things I have my gripes about the denim industry, but they don't talk. There's no standard. I guess not to say there's no standard. There's no care page, maybe, as far as I know, on some of these websites, these manufacturers' websites, how to take care of them.
Some of them have it, but they're all different.
That's the other thing. Yeah, like Coyote had the no wash club. They tell you their way of doing it. Don't wash for 6 months. And then they have their own particular way. I don't know if I followed it or not, but
because you want to wear, for example, 3 pair of jeans, so there may be 3 different brands. So are you going to do 3 different ways of washing, or you're just going to put them all in the machine and do a hand wash program with the Woolite Dark?
I think it's just easier. You're right.
That's what
I think the biggest thing though, that across the board, do not put them in the dryer. That for sure.
No. That's for sure.
I've made that mistake with other
cold water and no dryer.
Yeah.
So what happened at the end? Was everything okay with yours?
Yeah, I mean, I hung them. I have a clothesline, and I just hung them out, and I think they dried in under about 24 hours. So
okay, they don't have a line where you hung them?
Ooh, I haven't looked. They're still inside out. Actually, they made, but they're inside out, so I don't think, even if I did potentially...
Yeah, they should be fine then. But that's just a little detail, but that can do a line, just where you...
We talked about this, because this is the second time I've done this. I've washed the denim, some of these pairs, for the second time. I should have gone through the belt loops a little bit.
Exactly. But I mean, it's fine. And I even remember you asking about ironing the jeans. And I don't think I've answered, but I think it's fine. Just a little bit. Or you just put a towel and then you iron a little bit just to give them some sort of...
You think I could steam them?
Steam, and not iron. Sorry. Yeah.
I was thinking about steaming them. Because I have a handheld steamer. I have, and I think you do too, from what I remember.
Yes.
Actually, in your recording studio, you have a handheld steamer.
No, it's fine. I wouldn't see any problem with that. A quick steam just to give them some, because they will be very stiff once they're dried. 100%. So just to give them a little bit of texture back.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, it was a little bit nerve-wracking. I haven't really done anything. I haven't worn them. There's just, I actually threw in a pair of my Oni denim, the Kiwami ones. I threw them in, and then I had second thoughts. I pulled them out because I was like, wait a second, I don't know if it's been 6 months. And that was purchased in August. So I'm waiting another month and a half, and then I'll probably sell them. I'll probably wash them at that point. I won't sell them.
Don't sell them.
No. Not yet.
Okay,
but that is another subject. I wish we could. There is hopefully a place to maybe sell these things.
A denim
like a little
eBay?
marketplace. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Might be fun. But anyway, I think I wish they would standardize things. I wish they would. Certain brands would be a little bit more involved on the consumer end of the spectrum. I wish a certain brand particularly would. It's great that they collaborate with people, with certain shops around the world, but the problem is if you want a certain pair, didn't you stumble upon a pair of 0405s recently that you were actually kind of looking for?
Yes, totally randomly. I thought I wouldn't be able. Yes, that's a shame. But as you said, it's that's a bit of a problem that we had in the past few months, I guess. When looking for a certain brand or a certain model, then you will find it somewhere. Okay, fine. And then you'll understand that there are many of those shops that are stockists, for Momotaro, for Oni, for whoever. And then you'll visit those websites and you see a model that's different because you've never seen it anywhere else, and you understand it's it's their own collaboration between this shop and the brand. So all of a sudden you discover something new, and maybe you've already purchased it and you were just looking at it like this, and you realize, okay, you're not aware, and it's truly very difficult to be aware of all the different iterations of that model that can be out there on the internet. So yeah, it's something that I guess we've been both complaining about, because even if you email the brand, they're not going to tell you.
They're not even going to respond. That's the problem.
Most of them
they don't even respond. That's
not
the beef. They don't even. Here you have somebody that is willing to spend $300 or more, or a little less, or whatever. And, they don't really get back to you to say, hey, have you tried this collaboration? We actually made, it sounds like you would really like, they need somebody in their PR department or something, but
they do.
If you want like a particular Momotaro 0405 with a black stripe or a indigo stripe, you have to go on a little bit of a wild goose hunt just to find that particular. I mean, maybe it's fairly simple. You just Google 0405, and then you go through 4 pages of Google to find the one stockist that has the exact cut that you want.
Maybe. Well, I mean, that's how we found out about those 0405 with the black stripes on James Dent's website, right?
Sure. And then there's Cultism had their own. If I wanted a green striped one, if I wanted whatever. It's just there's not exactly. It's a little bit more difficult to find.
Yes.
Well, whatever. That's another story.
I think that's something we also talked about off air, but it's part of the how do I call it? It's part of the romantic side of that little world. Is that okay? These guys, they do all these products by hand, and they don't really collaborate. They don't really communicate. Sorry, they do these products, and people look for these products on their own markets. So they don't really expect people to go. I mean, American people to go on a Korean website to order a pair of Momotaros. But if you do, you'll see something different. But they'll never communicate about that with the American customer base.
See, you and I are of different schools of thought. You say that, sure, I understand and respect it. But to say, I don't mind you using old ways of making the product, But we're in the 21st century. I mean, we're in 2021. You need to know how to email. It's not like I want to send a carrier pigeon out to you and say, hey,
exactly.
Where can I,
Yeah.
What did we talk? We talked about Thomas Cook, the flight agent, the travel agency. The reason why they went down, and it's because they just weren't willing to go along with the times. I mean, who even has a travel agent? Actually, coincidentally, I talked to someone recently, and they still use a travel agent. Not in America, in another country. But that's a different story. I mean, you got to have a hybrid model to things. I can understand, respect that you want the old world things, but you can't fully embrace this Amish lifestyle. I mean, it's like, come on.
Makes sense.
All right, I get it. If I want that, I'll go to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and I'll get like my milk from an Amish person. Okay.
True.
But I'm whatever. What was the other thing that you were talking about? Talking about smooth transitions?
Yeah, talking about smooth transitions.
What are you saying about Momotaro and their 15th anniversary?
So, Momotaro, they're starting to celebrate their 15th anniversary. They have released a bunch of new products, especially for the anniversary, okay? On my notes, I wrote, are we excited about it? I don't know. Are we? Are we not? I've seen it. It's on a few of those web stores. Pre-orders will start very soon, and deliveries will be in August.
It's funny to think that they're only 15 years old, though, comparing to like Studio Darson, which is like 1979. That's 41, 42 years.
True.
It's crazy.
True.
But it's exciting. It's a new company.
It's exciting. I was just, and maybe I'm not a true Momotaro fanboy yet, but I was kind of expecting a little bit more. I've seen the jeans that they've put out for this 15th anniversary. If you look at it from my perspective, it's like dark blue, white stripes, and a few details. Okay, there are a lot of details, custom details for the jeans, the rivets, the buttons, certain type of stitches on the inside and different stuff. But I was kind of thinking to myself, so I was not there 5 years ago when they celebrated the 10th anniversary. So is it a big deal?
I mean, 15th anniversary is typically the crystal anniversary. That's what you give.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you heard? Is that a concept in Switzerland?
It is. I just don't know which
15,
material belongs to which.
Okay, the gold and this and that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I don't know how you could integrate crystal into denim.
That's
how could you? Maybe.
I don't know. It's just that maybe it's our age or something. But I'm coming from an industry, again, watchmaking, that's completely saturated with products and limited editions, special editions, anniversary editions. They're milking this whole thing as much as they can every year. So I was kind of surprised, and maybe I am the naive one here, but I thought, okay, 15th anniversary, fine, but everybody can go and have a look. I was a little bit surprised. I thought it would be a little more special.
Is it on Okayama?
It's on Denimio, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, the 15th anniversary.
I think so.
I thought it was okay.
Maybe both.
Okay.
I don't want to make any mistakes there. I think I've seen it I've seen it first on Denimio. I think that's also super long. Pre-orders starting very soon. Deliveries in August.
It's a long time.
That's a long time.
Do you see yourself buying it?
No.
Okay.
No. First of all, white stripes. And again, I don't think we're true Momotaro fanboys. And I'm not sure I understand all the little details that they have included. And probably some people could explain it to us and tell us why they matter and why it is maybe something really special in the denim world. I don't know.
I know I was introduced obviously to the brand by you, and among the first few pairs of denim that I had purchased, let's say in the past year or two, it was one of theirs, and I got a second. I think I only have 2 pairs
Okay.
of denim from them. They're good. They're great. I'll be honest. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, I know that.
For me, it's Pure Blue Japan. It's Studio d'Artisan. It's Oni denim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, there's a reason why they're celebrating their 15th anniversary. So hopefully, maybe I'll warm up to them a little bit more. Have you given any thought to the project at all? Have you thought about what are you leaning
Yes.
towards?
So talking about brands that don't answer emails,
Really?
I've emailed again Cuddle, and they've answered me as they do usually. So
Great.
I've had no issues with them, and I've asked a few other stuff that I was curious about, on the brand, and they've answered me very quickly. So, and again, because we were looking at spring, and their denim is way lighter.
Uh-huh.
I'm leaning towards Cuddle, I want to say. What about you?
Yeah.
I know I messaged you regarding Cuddle, and you're still thinking.
Coddle is something that I think it would be fun to try because it's a brand that I have zero exposure to. It's something that I would purely be ordering from Japan. It's not something I can pick up here in the States. It's a much more, let's call it, bespoke experience.
Very much so.
And so that's okay. That's good. I'd definitely be willing to try them. Part of me is also wanting to actually it checks a lot of the boxes because I want to say part of me wants to expose you to a brand that I like, but that's not serving me a purpose as much because what would that be? It would be PBJ or something.
PBJ, yes. I mean,
but
outside of the
count,
project,
there's a few brands out there that I'm curious about that we could try. And does it makes sense? Coddle is up there. I think one of the Osaka 5 would be that we both don't have.
Interesting.
So, there are things out there that we haven't narrowed it down really, and we're sort of guessing. We're still sort of trying to determine what would.
Yeah, we have
but
to work
Coddle is
on
up
that.
there, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd be willing to do it.
Okay. Well, we have to slowly make up our minds if we want to start this for spring because it's going to be here super quickly.
Well, for sure. I think we should probably, at the very least, stick with a classic pair or cut.
Yes.
Because it's a standard.
Definitely. Yes.
And I think if we're doing this for the listeners too, they need, it has to be something that's kind of easy to find.
Yes.
And
not a super specific cut, I
exactly.
want to say.
Not a special anniversary cut.
No,
but something
definitely.
that we both don't have would be nice,
Yes.
obviously.
Something I want to add.
Something to look forward to. What's that?
Yeah, something I want to add quickly. I forgot it when doing a bit of housekeeping in the beginning of the episode. Denim Heads is now somehow, I don't know how exactly, but somehow present on Reddit and on Discord. So I am somewhere on Discord. There's a subreddit that's called Raw Denim, and I am in there chatting with people. And on Reddit too. I don't really know how it works. My age is showing, I guess. But I'm there and I'm chatting with people as the Denim Heads. So if any of you guys are there, say hi. I don't know how, but I'm somewhere there. So everybody's welcome, basically. I'm not allowed really to do self-promotion, so I can't really talk about the podcast. Somebody made that very clear to me.
Really?
But yes. I tried, and I was told there is no really space for self-promotion, so I tried to introduce it, but I'm in there. Reddit, Discord, so if you know what I'm talking about and you're familiar with it, please say hi. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Smash that like button, as they say.
Exactly.
Or upvote. Is that the word that these youngsters
Oh, right.
use?
Exactly. Upvote. Nice one, Pasha. Yes. Upvote.
Really? Okay.
Yes. And there are a bunch of people chatting, exchanging, fit pics and stuff like this. So it's
what pics?
Fit pics.
Okay. Something for everyone.
It's a thing.
Okay.
It's a thing. Yes.
Fit pics. Okay.
Yes.
That's new. All right. Well, something to look forward to.
Yes.
We'll see. We'll let you guys know what happens and where we go from here. And
yeah. Are we trying to do one episode a week? Are we gonna try and maintain this?
I think so. We'll try. Maybe if there's more to talk about. We certainly don't want to exhaust anybody. But yeah, if there's stuff to talk about, why not? And there usually is. That seems like it's a good pace at this point.
Yes.
So yeah, until next week, folks, have a good one. Stay safe out there.
Stay safe.
Bye.